up stuff in space.
Okay.
I want to
I
modify it to have even better armor than I do right now. Well, I have two goals. One, yeah, and well, the power trooper was nice, but not what I was aiming for. One, I want to get that assault power armor that we use for the Spartans and Zorn to make a Hulkbuster armor, because that's basically what that is. And two, I want to start turning walkers into battle mechs. As I got my Mecha Warfare in Zorn, so I figured, okay, I'll turn traditional walkers into still traditional walkers, but more versatile than what they were. That doesn't break world at all. I'm just putting arms on them.
That's a good point.
In most instances, they're not even useful arms; they're just cannon arms.
Didn't. No, that wasn't a joke.
Okay. So...
Oh god, wait. So the repeating blasters work is that if I shoot you twice, it only counts as one action. So if I shoot you 4 times, it counts as 2?
No. Instead of taking a 1D penalty when using that using that weapon multiple times to shoot, I think it's only a -2 pip penalty. I think
It says -1 action modifier if shooting at the same target twice.
Okay,
Oh,
so
-1 pip.
Instead of -1d, it's -1 pip. So that means if you fire it 4 times in a round, then you're at -1d.
Well, let's take an example
Assuming you're shooting at the same guy.
Let's take an example of 5D. You shoot it once, okay, you're good. You shoot it twice, you're now at 4D plus 2, then like 4D plus 1, then 4D. So yeah, you're right. I had to go through that in my head.
Oh my god, I can shoot 4 times and only take 1d penalty?
Against one person.
That's like assuming you don't change targets. That's only if if you're shooting one guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I found the weapon that will allow me to become Patton. And I promise I will not use it very often.
I think we only need 2 of those right now, and even that's probably overkill.
I would have turned that into my normal rifle.
Well, technically it's small enough.
Because that would just be awesome. Then I wouldn't need the minigun monstrosity. Like, I can't believe that thing exists.
But yeah, do you think having 2 left and getting rid of the others is okay?
As long as I have at least 1 and 1 replacement, I'm okay.
Okay, so... at 4,500 a pop. How many people actually intend to use Riot Baton?
Maybe question mark?
I'd say Sierra might use one just to go with her saber. I don't foresee Greg using one.
I mean, you see what I've done. I just went into melee combat and just against 5 people. I still can't believe that worked.
Okay, so I guess we'll hang on to 3 right now.
Yeah, that would work. There's no point on holding on to 24 blaster pistols.
That was my point. It's like, it's like who needs a blaster pistol? Everyone else can,
I have a holdout blaster and a blaster rifle, and now I have a repeating blaster. I don't need anything else. Besides maybe better armor somehow. But I don't want to learn how to use power armor. So I kind of had the best I can get. Yeah, actually. Unless Sierra's character can do some strange freaking magic with armor.
actually, yes, she can.
Okay, so my armor can get significantly better because of magic. but at the same time, it would still be less than what I'd be able to get with something like power armor.
No, she can actually make it better than power armor.
What?
Let's see.
No
Blaster
way.
Pistols. Let's hang on to 4 of those, I guess.
We should hold on to, like, I'd say 4 of the rifles and 4 of the pistols, just for the sheer fact of, if we start recruiting people to defend our base location, we need to have weapons for them already.
Yeah. The link with pistols don't work.
1 second.
Oh, I'm just letting you know.
And the blaster rifle link doesn't work.
Okay.
So those 2 links don't.
Yes,
And then,
been notified. What the hell is it? Near and...
Oh, give me a second to authorize those.
Is that the new stuff you added?
Yeah, give me a second to authorize those, or else it won't pop up.
TE Mark 1 pair. What the hell could that be? Well, I'm going to find out.
Next time.
An implant.
Okay, you should be able to access those 2 things now.
Near is a neuroinfuser implant.
You got that from the their medical lab.
It gives you a boost.
Yep, there's a bit more to it.
And
than that.
it's an implant. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
And
bit
it gives
more.
you ADD.
It also gives you extra paradise. Yeah, if you skim these and you miss out, that's not my fault.
Ooh. Too bad they're cyberware, which means I probably cannot incorporate them into the armor.
No, because they're physical, like, spherical
Yeah.
eye implants.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn those down.
Well, if anybody actually loses their eyes or something, we have awesome backups.
Okay, blaster pistol.
What does the beta 3 do?
Blaster pistol
Power
pops
die,
up
guess.
for me. Oh, that is why. I will fix this.
What the fuck did they do to that pistol?
I mean, if I could... I don't think we can sell the... I don't know, you think we could sell the First Order armor? I don't think that would... Might sell in the black market.
You guys can attempt to sell whatever you'd like.
I'm confused by this pistol. Like,
It looks like a toy, doesn't it?
1, it looks like a toy. 2, why is the front post of an M16 sitting on it? As if it's some special site.
Welcome to us trying to make
Disney.
the look, you know, realistic-y.
And then the F11 literally looks just like the fucking droid E11.
It's
I'm
like
gonna scope on it
between
now.
the droid rifle and the stormtrooper rifle.
Yeah.
Okay, those should be working for that.
So that at least looks decent for Star Wars, but that pistol, oh god.
The rifle is less offensive to me.
Yeah, it's like, the pistol. Why?
They don't even have a cost for the armor, so good luck selling that.
Hey, if we can't sell it ourselves, we can pull a Sabine and just repaint all of it and give it to our minions.
That was the idea why I was hoarding it in the first place, was to do that. It worked so well in our last game.
And since we can't sell it, we might as well keep it.
Yeah. Alright, so this is what we're looking at so far. It's assuming we get, you know, market value.
Oh, what are concussion sticks? Oh, concussion grenades. That's all they are.
Basically,
Ooh, what is these?
It just says concussion stick. I'm just like, wait, do I get to have a baton that causes concussive grenades to go up on impact? I get Borderlands? What? Because Borderlands is amazing.
I played some Borderlands 2 back when I was working at Plane Trade. It was fun.
So you can understand why I said, like, wait, concussion sticks? Borderlands what?
Well, I didn't get that far. I can only play like 5 minutes of a game.
Okay. In theory, at full market value, that's how much we're going to make.
We have enough of those freaking mouse droid bombs that we can legitimately probably demolish an entire building.
And usually market value assumes half, so probably closer to 36,000. But with Sierra's haggle dice, we might be able to get that up.
Is this projected, or are you going to try to sell it like now?
Well, remember we were taking, a 2-week time skip with the option of taking another 2-week time skip after that, so that was over the course of the 2 weeks, while we're trying to gather intel, also dealing with our the various black market contacts, some of us have, like I know I did, to try and market these things off so we have capital to use for bribes or whatever.
Okay, in which case, one moment, so I can get my quick as needed notes thing ready, so I can.
Because I figure if we're trying to get intel out of people, that's probably going to require money, which we currently don't have, but we are sitting on this.
I mean, we have this stolen shuttle that doesn't have a transponder now. Which, what the hell are we going to do with this thing? It's fucking huge.
Well, the initial thought was to take it, use part of it for parts and use the rest of it as a command building.
Yeah, I
or specifically, okay, what are we going to do with the wings?
The wings have all sorts of sweet ECM stuff that I was probably going to either put in my X-Wing or when we get the other ship, put it in that.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of want the Ghost now. Just kind of.
No, you don't. I have stats for the Ghost. It is a lumbering brick.
Like, it's worse than just a shitty, YT?
Yes. YT actually has maneuverability.
Okay, then that means Hera's just like a freaking...
Yeah, Hera is a beast pilot.
Yeah, Hera is the equivalent of, what, a, level 25 in, Dungeons & Dragons?
I don't know about that bad, but yeah, she's up there. She has double-digit piloting dice, easily.
Okay, so she's the reason why that does so well.
Yeah. That's right, because I have an alt character in David's game that had one of those things. Those things are horrible.
Because I was like, wait, we can get a freighter that allows us to smuggle, and it can have a fighter attached to it.
Well, the ship we're looking at can do that too, so...
So I was like, this looks like a decent ship if we haven't made up our mind yet.
It can fit 4 fighters inside it, depending on the fighter.
Can I get... Come on now.
I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm pretty sure someone would see this shuttle a kilometer away from the city in the air, I say we got a nice little place that we could probably park it very close to the city. But the thing is fucking huge. I don't even think we can get it that close.
Well, I mean, it's got a lot of, counter detection equipment on it, so we might be able to get it that close, but...
You really think you can get it right there? Not even a kilometer away from the wall.
Do it on the other...
Yeah, probably not. That's why I was thinking we could probably, that cave network or whatever it was you found was the best place to hide it. And we can basically use it as the command tent in that cave.
Can I just transfer it?
Because once you chop the wings off, it's just a bunker.
That is true. That is very true. And hey, that's what our non-combatant could have done for 2 weeks.
He could try, but as I recall, he doesn't have dice and space transport repair, which is what you need.
Wow. I thought he did.
He has a high technical, so he can fake it, but... Now, between me and my droid helping him, yeah, I think the 3 of us could probably do it, no problem.
And then Sierra's character doing all the money stuff. And my character doing the... Hey guys, here's an accurate map of the entire 30 kilometer area. Actually, 60 square kilometers is what it was. Yeah. I did things.
But yeah, I did add a few things there. Probably gonna add more once in a little bit, but
If anybody else knew how to fly, I'd say not chop up the shuttle. Actually, I'd still say hold off on chopping up the shuttle until we actually, get the other ship, just so we have another ride in case we need it. Because depending on how the other ship is arriving, we may need a ship to get there.
Very true.
okay. How close together are you selling these things? Are you selling them in all one bulk thing? Are you?
I think what we probably do, because normally arms deals go down in bulk, in at least semi bulk. What we probably do is go. We have just like we present list. This is the inventory we have. What do you want off it?
Okay. Is there a particular method that you guys are wanting to use?
I'm assuming black market's our best bet. So
Well,
I guess would be streetwise / character contacts to make the contacts, and then once those are found, I guess it would be bargain to haggle price.
okay.
Because I know, my background, one of my contacts is a underground, smuggler type dude who used to run stuff for my family clinic. So while he probably doesn't know weapons himself, he probably knows somebody we could talk to who would.
Okay. If I remember correctly, he was someone who went off world. Yes?
I think so.
And begins the race to check the background.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Which I will have no input on, because I gave you campaign editions for extending the campaign.
I was like, he knows the guy I'm talking about, so that's good. I just don't remember. I don't recall him being off world, but he might be. If he is, that means I have to risk a comm call, which is doable, but. I wonder if that's intentional.
What?
I noticed that Google Docs is a little bit slower loading on Firefox than it is on Chrome.
I wouldn't think that's intentional.
Yay, no net neutrality.
You're not paying for Google to be your ISP?
Nobody in Virginia is.
My point exactly.
But that, if that was the case, I wouldn't think it would affect the browser. It would. It doesn't say one way or the other. Just says son of family friend who used to smoke supplies for the clinic. And he's listed under friends
Okay.
/ contacts.
In that case, do you want to call in your contact?
Well, it's not like it's a one-use item, so yes, I would like to. This is part of what he was there for, is to know somebody who knows somebody who knows.
That's cool. That's cool.
So yes, I would like to use my phone a friend.
Cool.
Phone a friend for $20 million.
Well, 72,000, but yeah. Who's counting?
Let's see.
Hey now, credits are worth a lot.
Please make a streetwise roll, not so much for contacting, but setting up a inconspicuous,
Yeah.
meet.
And I know this is important because this is the first order, and they don't arrest people; they just shoot them. So I'm going to focus on setting up this, finding a good site, being all like Batman tactical and shit.
Hey, with my map, it makes it easier.
Well, does he want to meet outside the city or in the city? Because your map would help outside the city, but not so much in the city.
Where do you want to, what area do you want to set the meet?
I feel like the meat makes more sense in the city, but the actual like deal/drop makes more sense outside the city. If that makes any sense? Well, I mean, how easy is it to come and go in this city? I mean, we've only had the one instance with the garbage truck. Do people go outside the walls, aside from the mining camp?
And the recycling center.
Yeah.
There's the occasional travel.
So if I asked him to meet me outside of town, it wouldn't necessarily be super weird.
You see, then the question would be, why aren't you meeting inside the borders?
Okay, that's okay. So yeah, we'll go with in town for this.
But the idea of traffic to and fro from places isn't too uncommon. It's usually like
Okay,
on business, but
that's not bad. That's not bad. 16.
16. Okay.
Don't land on me on my first encounter. Don't land on me on my first encounter.
Okay. Oh, that is too funny. Not the phone, though. Screw you, phone. Okay. Let's see, you'll, set up your meet, and you'll be able to, find a good time and place, inside the city. And you're essentially just kind of showing your wares at this point.
Oh, showing like image for like proof of life and like the data pad list, so that we have if we get spotted or something, or I can easily delete it. But
Okay.
bring like one as a sample just so they can
Oh dear lord. I'm sorry to interrupt this, but this is just too funny not to. The title is The Boss Accidentally Broadcast Himself Having Sex with a Junior Employee.
How do you...
Womp, womp, womp.
I guess you're moving around and you hit the Skype button?
No, it's worse than that.
He was recording it for his own personal use and actually hit send.
He... No. He didn't hang up a video conference call.
Oh, so it's like those people that, in theory, air quote, got caught on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole bunch of streamers that get caught doing shit that way because they forgot to turn off the stream. Or, air quote, forgot to turn off the stream.
But yeah, this happened in China.
Yeah. Well, that dude's dead. Or at least fired.
Wait, happened where?
In China.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
in so much freaking trouble.
The power grid manager ruled today he didn't hang up on a video conference call. With the camera still rolling, the manager at China's sovereign power grid in Guangzhou was caught having sex on the
Is it dark
on
side
the boardroom
to
table
negotiate in good faith versus totally trying to shaft you?
with a junior employee.
I'll phrase it this way: you are affecting their freedom of choice.
So that goes under the if you have to ask problem. But at the same time, it feels like one of those things you would see like one of the movie characters, like a Qui-Gon or an Obi-Wan do.
Oh, true, but remember, risking a dark side point isn't necessarily taboo. Gaining one is.
Okay, then I will pose it to the committee. Do you think that's something Sierra would do?
What, limit someone's freedom of choice?
Using affect mind to get them to negotiate fairly versus trying to outright screw you.
I think she would do it unless she asked and got the answer I give. Because one of those things, if it's like, I completely admit, it sounds like a good thing to do. It doesn't sound necessarily evil, but I was just looking at it from the, well, you are kind of arresting their will.
Okay, so
I can't provide an answer for that because Sierra tends to do things on a whim a lot of times.
okay, so I guess
Y'all know her better.
since she's a Zeltron, treat it based on, decide based on how she reads the guy. Because between Kinetic and Zeltron, she should be able to tell if he's trying to screw us, and then decide whether she would do that.
Well, this guy's your friend, right?
Well, the guy I'm talking to is my friend, but I don't know if he deals in guns or not. I was like, I know his parents used to smuggle medical supplies. I don't know what he smuggles currently, or if
Okay.
if he does guns also, then yeah, I can deal with him directly, not a problem. I don't expect him to screw us because he's on my friends / contacts plan.
Gotcha. I see where you're going. Okay. And he's going to be dealing with Sky, not you.
Crow and Sky, because
Okay.
but Sky is the one who is more trained in like bargain and haggling and stuff. So the actual
Okay. In that case, due to the risk involved, you'll need to he'll need to be persuaded to run the guns.
well, does he know somebody who would do
Well, there is.
I'd say I don't mind him running them if he wants to, but does he know somebody that actually is trained for or does this more often that would not be as does not feel it would be as risky for them? I mean, if he wants to do it, great. But I was mainly approaching him to see if he knew somebody who did that kind of thing in the area. I mean, I admit I'd rather do it with the guy I know, but if it's not his deal, then I don't want to put him in an extra risk.
Due to the amount of production going on in, make sure I get the place name right. Due to the amount of sensors being produced in Kanata, that would be a good place to do it, because if anything is found, it could be easier to excuse, since that area is producing Force Order equipment anyway.
And Kanata is the main continent, or rather not here.
Kanata is on the same island you're at.
Okay.
You're on. In terms of someone else that can actually do the job, there's Kanar, but he's kind of shady.
Oh, I figured anybody I'd be dealing with in this field would be shady. Arms dealers aren't exactly known for their warm and fuzzy, honest business ethics.
That is true.
But they are relatively fair towards other arms dealers.
Okay, what I could
And everybody
do
wants to be fair to the Mando.
is I can take some of your stock to Kanar, see if he wants to deal with it, and then get back to you.
Works for me. May the power die protect you.
That's it. Sorry, what's his friend's name again? Just so I can have it down.
It opens you with the thing.
You with the face.
You're the one who's supposed to have written this down. You were the chosen one.
I mean, I could access it, but
Oh, I'm 3/4 the way there
there
now.
you go. Oh, actually, it is right the fuck here. I forgot I was reading your thing earlier.
Oh, well then. Son of a bitch, making me use up all my RAM.
Conberg.
Con! This way I can afford to replace my fucking rockets. I need more anti-TIE fighter ordnance.
Now, this is the definition of awkward. YouTube didn't tell Wikipedia about its plans to use Wikipedia in its conspiracy-related videos.
Wah, wah.
So this is what they planned on doing. YouTube announced that the platform will start adding information from Wikipedia to conspiracy-related videos in the next few weeks. We will show a companion unit of information from Wikipedia showing that here is information about the event. Not that Wikipedia knew that this was going to happen. The things you find.
Oh, that's what I forgot to open. The command calculator.
Haha.
David's limited. And my new best friend.
Okay, some time will pass and, Kenora will get back to you via Con. Or Barrack, it sounds less intimidating.
I require your soul for this bargain.
Your soul is mine. Man, I used to watch the Mortal Kombat movie way too much. Back when I thought the graphics were, pretty decent. Okay. Well, he's willing to. He's willing to deal with you. He's pretty sure that he can move. Excuse me. 15. 15 items in a lot.
So we have to break up over multiple transactions. Damn, for some reason it did not save that.
Now, you did time pass 2 weeks, so
Oh yeah.
it's possible to do.
Oh, this is just a question out of sheer curiosity. But within those 2 weeks after mapping everything on the map, could I have also mapped the inside of the city and find all the secret places?
I need another search roll for that, and I need to know if you're going into restricted zones.
This makes it so much harder. I need to think on that.
Ah, that's how I did it. Okay.
I mean, would you really want me to, Tristan? Just asking.
Map the inside of the city?
Inside a city, including restricted areas?
If you thought you could get away with it. I don't want you to take an unnecessary risk, but if you honestly think you could pull it off, that's probably useful intel to have. Okay, so now
Okay.
I can make the bargain check to see if we get the amount listed.
Kanar is wanting a 30% cut.
So they'd be sold for that amount. We get 70%. He gets 30%.
Yeah.
Actually, sounds like a decent deal to me.
It's more than what we would have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like I thought I was worried like having to haggle and ending up with like 10% value. So he just okay. I am happy with that. So 72,035.
Yep.
0.7 is our cut. Stupid half credit. He can keep the half credit.
Keep in mind there might be some unforeseen expenses.
So the number I just wrote down is not necessarily the number I'm actually getting. I'm trying to find out what I'm giving to people. That's
Okay. Are you? How many lots would this be if he's doing lots of 15?
lots of 15.
So
32, 45, 52. So it has to be broken up into 4 lots.
Okay.
Yes, Eric?
So I'm thinking I'd have about a week to survey the entire city. If I was to take my time in doing that and sneaking around and doing that, would I get any bonuses to such a search and sneak roll?
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. No unforeseen expenses for any of those lots.
Okay. So.
Yeah, because what you're not seeing are my counter rolls to see if he's detected,
Okay.
which would spike the price if he has to grease wheels.
Okay. Now I believe, are we doing the same thing we did last time? We're splitting it, X ways with an extra way being for the, in this case, the war chest, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
Do you want me to make a war chest?
No, I was just going to include it in the loot crate.
Oh, okay.
So my question is, do I get a bonus for taking an entire week to survey the smaller city, including the restricted areas? And a hide bonus because I'm taking an entire week to do this. So super slow and methodical.
Let's see, at this point, there's only 4 of us, so divided by 5.
I'll give you a plus 2D.
Awesome. Then I feel like I could probably do it and get away with it.
I think we did good.
Ooh. Yeah, I did. $10,085. 10,910.
Okay. I suppose Kadar would also be the guy I talked to replace my rockets.
He is a weapons dealer, yeah.
Okay.
He is,
I know I do the paint rocket myself. I have to make that one.
he operates out of, Kanata.
Okay. Well, if he has... I'll assume he has some form of contact procedure so that if I want to buy stuff from him, there would, or sell him more product, he would be, Unless he wants me to go through, Barrick every time.
6 + 6.
He'd prefer Barrick due to the, degrees of separation.
Okay, fair enough. In which case, while he's searching for the buyers, I would like to commission him to replace my... I need 2 anti-speeder rockets and an ion rocket.
How quickly do you want him?
Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, if possible.
Oh. Okay. In which case, plus 20% of market.
You said 20%?
Yeah, plus 20% of market.
I can now, in theory.
Hmm. None of these were close like the other ones. I was rolling twice the dice of the current FO detection system, but still a few of them were really close.
And there's my 2 rolls for mapping the entirety of the city.
Ion rockets, plus 20%, so that'd be 480.
Okay.
The second sneak is the correct one because of the 1 on the power die.
Ah, okay.
Anti-vehicle, need 2 of
Well,
those.
the one on the power die removes your power die and the next highest die.
I thought that was if you rolled another 1.
No, if it's a 1 and a 6, something extra bad also happens. If it's any other number, then it's your power die and your next highest.
Then it's 22. So I'll just take off the 1 on the right. For simplicity. That's how we will do it from now on.
Okay. Next, we go into the greasing the wheels stage, which I guess intel gathering is what, streetwise.
But it depends what information you're trying to seek.
Well, we knew that ship was coming, so we're trying to find out about any unusual changes in the flight or air traffic control patterns, or any special things that people may have been made aware of that they need to prepare for, that they may not know what it is, that coincides with that window we were given.
Okay, because it sounds like you're pretty much trying to gather a net of information and then kind of sort through it.
Yeah.
And that'd be in investigation, since you're not using, you're not trying to contact like actual spies or anything.
As far as I know, we don't have any actual spies.
Right.
Do you have dice in investigation, Eric?
What is it?
Investigation under perception.
I have 4 dice in perception, so that's it.
Well, I figure if we both work at it, that could. Because
I might have caused complications.
It's like I have good access to the civilian populace thanks to my burn notice job, but you have access to Imperial guys that I don't.
I believe they're still current Imperial guys, so that would be kind of awkward. Or are they former at this point? Question mark.
You tell us. You're
That was never really defined. I just kind of gave a personality of 2 of them, and I never really thought. Actually, no, they would still be in just for the sheer fact of.
If Sky and I are working on this together, would that allow me to apply the coordination command bonus, or no?
I don't see how you could command better investigation.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you can think of a way, that would make sense.
I mean, scientific method, man.
Effort. It's like I'll take these guys. I know these people. These people would seem like they would react better to you. You talk to them, etc.
I can see the standard assistance bonus.
Plus 1 pip.
Sorry. I give you a D.
Okay. Which is all I was thinking, was that
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So all I can say is that hey, there is the scientific method. I'm curious. Does the 22 save me from having to do a whole run scene?
Okay.
I figure one of my best bets is getting, hitting up people in cantinas and, playing them in, like, Sabec and getting them drunk and seeing what slips during that, so... And I know gambling is one of my primary means of income also, so I figured I also need to make some gambling rolls in here somewhere, but...
Yeah, that would make sense. Let's see, is there anything special I need to figure in for you?
So I'll just try to get gambling in here one moment.
Yeah, depending on what happens, I might be able to do an investigation.
Let's see, it was normally plus 1d for the kinetic, body reading. Unfortunately, I can't concentrate on it because if I'm trying to, get them to dump information, I can't be focused on the card game.
Yeah. Oh!
I guess I'm gonna have to start running.
Well, wait. You got... It was the government building that was your main issue.
And if you're going to get caught, it would obviously be the big main building.
At least it was the main building, not just randomly walking in the street.
Okay.
Actually, question.
Yeah.
Would they spot me as I go into the building, or did they spot me when I'm more than 35 meters away? That does make a difference. Because I get an extra D.
I don't think an extra D is going to make that much of a difference.
Actually, yeah, would it? Nope. Damn it, no. No.
1D is not going to make up a 12
It's a
difference.
It's actually 11.
You roll. They rolled. He rolled a. Oh, up there. Okay.
Okay, I will say this, though. Could you roll me... roll me either perception or knowledge. I want to see if you notice something.
This is probably gonna go badly, but sure. Perception it is. But hey, at least I got everything but the main building. That in itself is an accomplishment.
Okay.
A 7?
Oh!
Yeah, a 7.
Oh, note it's when I say next highest, I mean like the 6 would go away.
Oh. A 2?
Okay, then that's something you would not immediately realize. Okay. Yeah, you are, yeah, when you go and start trying to take this place out, you're getting closer, you notice the, first order troopers inside the premises, so this is, actually, I believe I have a... yeah, I do have a picture of the place.
I assume at this point I'm currently not in the restricted area yet, so they can't do too much to me? Question mark.
Um, the area kind of looks like that. There is a fence of sorts around the premises. This is when you're about, say, is that okay, about 15 meters from the initial entryway. The Force Order troopers, which you will notice one or two of them have a patch on their shoulder, will go from their patrolling to kind of looking in your direction.
Oh.
Like they were walking around and then they stopped and then turned.
I'm 15 meters away from the entryway.
Yeah.
Where is the governor's mansion in relation to the rest of the city? Just to make sure.
Building 1.
And I'm just on the road then, because I assume the road passes very close to the building.
It would pass fairly close.
I'm gonna keep walking. Not towards the building. I'm just gonna keep walking down the road.
Okay.
And preferably away from them.
Okay. You will
down the road.
You will notice, because I won't need you to roll for this. You will notice that as you're walking away, a few of the, shall we say, beat cops do keep track of you for a few minutes. They don't deviate. They don't follow you, but while you're within their line of sight, they do kind of note where you are. And yeah, you notice that. They act as if they were basically told to, like they were doing something else, and then they just, acted as if they were responding to a comm.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks to your scouting of the city of the city of Cole in general, and this will include things like the landing concourse. You guys will get a plus 2d plus 2 to stealth and such, and for like chase scenes within the premises until they change their patrol patterns and such.
I was about to say, until they rearrange the city.
This will include things like going, oh, that alleyway does go somewhere, you know, kind of thing. Or, hey, there's a manhole cover here, and you dip and you go somewhere else.
I assume that means he mapped the ridiculously large and incredibly clean sewer network.
That took some effort. I'm claustrophobic.
Actually,
if you watch season 4 of Rebels, you being claustrophobic is not a problem. They can drive land speeders through the sewer.
I know. I'm just saying, I'm in an enclosed space. Oh no.
8 feet across is an enclosed space.
That's a good point.
I will say this. I will say this. Roll me will, but at a reduced difficulty.
Well, I was just wondering if he had included that when he was mapping the city.
Well, I mean, if you're going to map the sewers as well.
I'd say if he hasn't, then I hope that'll be his.
I would definitely map the sewers.
I'd say because that sewer network is probably our best way of navigating.
What is Will under?
Knowledge.
Rip me. Just rip.
It is a skill, so you can raise it.
Rip.
However, I think I have this. Yes, I do. I can teach you a kung fu style that you can substitute for your willpower.
Lisai.
Please do.
It's
I
great
have
because
effectively 0.
it's great because it's the martial arts style that revolves around being able to block with your gun while holding your gun and then shoot people.
Yeah, please teach me that.
It's
Please.
the Metal Gear CQC.
Please do. Also, I have 0
Uh,
and rolled a 6.
Do you have any character points left from when he handed them to you?
Yes.
Do you have any dice in brawling aside from your martial arts style?
Yes.
Okay, well then, you can put one pip into that. It's a specialization, so it would be so like how your martial arts style has its own separate skill rating.
Yeah.
You will make a new martial arts style section called that, and it will be 1 pip higher than your base brawling skill.
Assuming you have the points for it.
He said he had points.
I have 5 points, and
Okay.
it's only at 4D plus 1, so...
Your brawling is at 4D plus 1,
Yeah.
so it will cost you 4 points to get the skill, and it will start at 4D plus 2.
I don't think that would really apply in this case, though, either way afterwards.
I'd say that was something we're probably doing during the 2 weeks, so it probably does not apply to that roll you just made.
So yeah, that's a 0 with a 6 on the second roll.
However, next time you need to make a willpower roll, you roll that instead.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God. You have fun with that. 0 and a 6. Have fun.
Okay.
I also be talking with Roarzan at some point to see if he wants to learn how to stop sucking.
That is probably that's probably the style that I'm like.
That's the one you hate the most, yes.
That is the one I hate the most.
Followed by Ichani.
You see,
You learn to get used to Ichani.
I
You
learned
used
to
to
get-
hate it more.
I learned to get used to Ichani, but the willpower thing, I don't mind it giving a bonus. I really don't. I just mind it giving the bonus in the way that it does.
So yeah, have fun. I had rolled an effective 0 and a 6 on the crit roll.
Okay.
You'll hear legends about this, howling coming from the sewers as he's running around like a crazy person.
And mapping it well. I hope.
Well, with that, yeah, you get in there, you wander around a little bit. There'll be occasional light flickers, you'll hear a skittering sound. Which is really starting to convince you maybe you shouldn't be here. And then you hear a noise as some system does something somewhere, and it echoes throughout. And then you start having some bad Pathfinder flashbacks, and you find you need to get out of the source.
I will spend the entire week trying to get this done. I don't care.
Okay, give me another roll then.
I assume I still don't get the new one.
Probably not.
I'd imagine not.
It's better.
Sorry.
As long as it's not a crit fail, you're probably... we'll call it better.
9. 9 is, in fact, enough.
9?
Episode 9.
That's amazing. I got an effective 0 for a will save. Haven't seen that happen before.
That's something, all right.
Actually, no, it's worse than that. I got a 0 and then a critical fail of a critical fail.
And what did you get? A super 0? A what? You heard me.
Damn. So I assume I still have enough time to actually have mapped also the sewers.
Yes, since you did make the roll, yes.
Are there now rumors of some howling creature in the sewers?
The current thought is around Cole is that one of the more fearsome creatures from the jungle has somehow gotten into the solar system of the city. Basically, you've started the equivalent of crocodiles in the sewers rumor.
Oh, that's amazing. Actually, that would be kind of beneficial for us.
It very well could be, yes.
Because what crazy person would want to go into a sewer that people think there's dangerous wildlife in? Oh, excuse me.
Indeed. Yes, your fumble may have in fact aided you.
That is hilarious. So are we done with everything that we were doing in the 2 weeks?
That's what it sounded like. Is there anything extra that you are wanting to do?
Tristan?
It's not here right now.
I mean, I don't have anything extra, but if he needs another 2 weeks to get more missiles, I'd go for round 2 on the government building.
The government building.
I will do it.
Okay, he is back.
Success.
Yep.
Awesome.
So my next question is, do you still need more time?
More time.
If you need more time, I will go for a round 2 of trying to survey the government building.
Have you used up the 2 weeks?
That was getting us the bonus for the stealth as well as the sewers and the entire map.
Okay. Well, I have not been told how my intelligence gathering went yet, so.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's that too. I forgot about that.
I say the arms dealing is done. Now it's a question of what I dug up intelligence-wise. In theory, we have 2 weeks left till this thing arrives, but so you will have more time, but we'll see depending on how the intelligence gathering goes, whether we want to do a few raids in that time instead of gathering more intel.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do intel.
And so you're trying to get when that ship is going to be arriving?
When the ship is going to be arriving, where it's going to be arriving, any special security concerns involving the ship arriving. So what he's probably mostly talking to is people involved in the spaceport, like air traffic controllers, the loading dock workers, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, the people that would be affected by this kind of thing.
Well, your spaceport is just a landing concourse.
I'd be assisting him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's still people
Not that
that
it would-
work that.
Oh, I got it.
I figure my best bet is probably hitting them up again at like the local watering holes and stuff. Hence, like, you know, since I'm also doing gambling as a primary source of income, I figured, you know, if I get them drunk while we're playing cards, they'll let slip stuff. Hence the gambling roll.
Do I actually have to roll to assist someone? Or is that just in other
Not
systems?
usually.
Usually it just works.
Okay. That makes me feel better.
But I'm in theory doing this while you're doing your mapping. So.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. Just ignore my horrible rolls today. I'm too used to Pathfinder where you have to roll like a 10 to assist.
Yes, you know, like I said, this is one of the things I like about this system is it's a lot less anal about trying to do things like teamwork. The closest thing you have to worry about that is if the guy fucks up the command roll.
There we go. I didn't need to look that up anyway.
Because when they give you bad directions, and, well, penalties happen.
Yeah. Okay. Look at my time tracker. Yes, I have one for this game too. All the fun stuff. Okay. Oh, you'll like again just spend a week, getting information. At first, it's rather difficult because a lot of what you're getting is people not really kind of knowing much aside from the scheduled transports of shipping mining stuff, or rather up to the orbital station. A lot of people aren't sure what else they're building in orbit. But eventually, as the week goes on, you do start hearing about some minor delays that will be happening a little bit later on in the near more closer to the end of the month, as there's apparently something coming that will affect the standard traffic pattern as you go and spend even more time with these people. Let's see, roll a 25. As of the end of the of your slated time pass, the information you're getting is that whatever it is that is going to be affecting the traffic patterns will be arriving planet Word in 13 days. That being said, people really aren't sure what it is. You're hearing rumors, anything from a prominent person in the First Order visiting the world to maybe a prefab station of some kind.
And given how simple our spaceport is, we don't have to find out what landing pad or anything they're going to, because, well, we only have just one concrete slab that everything lands on. Yes.
Yep. All these guys really know is that it's being affected. Is that their normal schedule is being affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
The only known landing pad here is the only known landing pad in the city is the concourse. There is a starport at Talos, assuming it's something more public.
I don't remember. Did the data log we... I don't think the data log we got told us where it was coming down, did it? What was that? That was data nets?
Yeah, the data nets.
First order data files? Dark nets?
It should be near the bottom.
Will be arriving within the year to make use of the associated schedule. Yeah, it doesn't tell us where it's arriving.
There is an appended note that you would have decoded by now. The original say landing point was the intelligence base that you were at.
Okay. Based on knowledge of First Order protocols, how would their losing that site change that?
It would be directed to either another site or a secured location like an airbase.
So not the multi-shuttle landing pad, but the Afra.
Very likely, unless they fully reclaim their intelligence base, then it might go back to that.
Well, we left it. We just ransacked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like provided they can regain control of it, it'll probably go back to its slated location, albeit more reinforced.
How far is the airbase from the intelligence site?
Question: didn't we actually destroy the base? I don't remember if we did that or not.
We destroyed their fighter complement, but I think the only damage we did to the base proper was the
Giant
wall.
hole in the ceiling,
Yeah, and the wall that got blowed.
which destroyed the entire command and
fun
control interface. Giant map is giant.
It's still on the same island, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. There's Afra. There's Cahol, which is where the.
Yeah, that's where you guys are at.
Okay.
3 hexes. This is not that bad.
3 X's,
I
2,200,
like 2,300.
2,300 kilometers away. That's not that bad. It's only 1,500 miles. It's only going halfway across the United States.
Alright. So I guess the next 2 weeks will be spent scouting the airbase and the black site to see which one's the more likely target based on activity.
So you do not want me to go for round 2 on the governor's mansion?
If you want to spend a day attempting that, yes, but the rest of the 2-week period, we probably should be focusing on figuring out which location they're coming down at.
Works for me. I'll spend a day doing that.
And since you're the Pathfinder guy, and both of these sites are in the middle of nowhere, that's kind of your.
So here's the 1 day of governor shenanigans. I do things.
Okay.
And I'll be alternating with him, so whichever site he's observing, I'll be observing the other one. So that way we have somebody on it constantly. This would be high or stealth?
It would be stealth if you're sneaking around.
I think I got it this time, guys.
Do I roll 14 times for the 2 weeks, or do I?
Actually, we could hold on off that for a moment.
Okay.
Okay. See if these guys plus. Now, is your goal to kind of get? Are you trying to actually go inside of the building?
I mean, would you want me to, Tristan?
Having an accurate map of the interior would be great if you think you can pull it off.
I'm gonna say I think I could pull it off at 34. So yes.
I don't know, man. They're rolling sriracha to find you.
That. And in what way would you be using to get past the fence?
Describe the fence, please.
The fence is a 10-foot tall energy fence.
Can you use the fence in a sentence?
So it would glow in the dark, for instance.
Define fence.
Actually, with my mapping into the sewer, there would be a sewer grate somewhere on the inside of that, most likely. Because if it's the larger compound, I'd use the sewer.
He wants to come out of the toilet.
Okay. Cool. Make a willpower roll, please. Again, reduce difficulty. Just don't roll utter crap, and you should be good.
I didn't roll out of crap.
Okay, you're awesome.
I rolled. Oh my god! I power died the hell out of it.
You find out what that noise was, by the way. It was.
It was me.
Okay, you go around. You're looking at your map, moving. You're moving. You're climbing up to the grate. You go to. You've seen Star Wars Rebels where where it's actually a like a hydro plate. You press it. Excuse me. And it will prompt you with a lock noise.
Huh.
If you'd like, you can try rolling security to bypass it.
What is that under?
Technical.
I don't think I could do it with 2 dice.
If you take your time, it's 3.
I am spending the entire day doing this, so yeah, I would.
Okay.
Do you really think 3 dice would be enough for this?
Well, you're coming in through, what, the maintenance way?
The store system.
Yeah. It's probably not the most sophisticated lock in the building.
Sure, I'll try it. If I get a giant fuck you button,
I mean,
middle finger on the...
Worst case scenario, you set off the alarm and you run. It's not...
Yeah, I am in the sewers already. Sure. I got a 7.
It wasn't a 1.
It was not a 1. It was a 2.
Okay. During your first attempt, you don't get the wires quite right, but you can certainly try again.
Ha! Power die. Save me. I have a feeling it's going to open and there's just going to be like 10 stormtroopers staring at me. I really feel like that's going to happen.
Nice. Do the wires. It pops.
No one's staring down at me?
I'm checking that out right now. Okay. That should really be that. Oh, they rolled a 1 on the power die, though.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow!
That puts it just under mine.
Wow! Okay, you have made it onto the grounds.
Gonna carefully close the gate, the sewer entrance behind me, and proceed with the rest of this.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get information. I'm just trying to figure out every single nook and cranny of the building.
Okay, no.
On a 35 search.
Okay. As you're out, you see that the grounds are pretty well secure, actually. You have squad leaders, team leaders rather, with their troops going about in the modern first order armor. Uh, can you make me a search roll? Because I actually did
A
not
new
expect you to
search
get
roll?
into the grounds. So
A
let's see
new
how
search
this
roll?
goes.
Because I already did a search roll.
Yeah, so it's a
I did
different
both.
search roll. I want to see you're being alert, and I want to see if you notice something that's on the grounds.
Okay. I am taking my time so I get an extra die, right?
If you'd like to take your time, yes.
Actually, that's already accounting for taking my time, so 1d6 plus 8d6. I did not roll a 1 on the power die, at least.
Okay.
So I take it I don't see it.
No.
I will continue with my normal search for the rest of the building.
Okay.
Actually, I will do one thing for a search. I will do tracking, because I want to see if there's a pattern that they're doing to avoid anything like tripwires.
Okay.
And there we go.
Holy shit. Okay.
I take it they noticed the thing I didn't notice originally.
Well, no, because you told me you're specifically looking for something, and you do, in fact, find that, yes, the patrols do seem to be avoiding certain areas of the ground.
Oh, so that's a different something. Oh my.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be making a timely exit for that sewer.
Okay, you're able to note on the ground where on the ground that they're avoiding in their patterns. You go into the building. So far, amazingly enough, unnoticed. That sword didn't seem to really help you. So, anyway, you go into the building. You start hearing bits and pieces from things around you. There are actually patrols going on inside the building, by the way.
I'd assume as much. It's the governor's mansion.
More,
The governor.
more for first order troops. Some happen?
Tire issues.
Oh, hence that. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I would like to state that when I noticed the First Order patrol coming near me, I would be motionless.
Okay.
Because I get a plus 1d bonus if I'm motionless when they try to find me.
Okay.
Which I guess in terms of difficulty would be a 1D difficult penalty to them. I guess. Question mark.
It would be versus their ability to see what you are, so you'd still be getting a bonus.
But yeah, it's just a plus 1D difficulty. So I'm going to continue mapping this out
Okay.
until they finally yell like stop, because I don't have a cardboard box. I can't just pull a solid snake or any of the snakes really.
You're able to hear from a nearby room. One side's more clearer than the others. It's as if the second person of this conversation is coming in through a hologram or a comm device of some kind. The reports have finally come back. It turns out the commotion from earlier in the week came from some form of intelligence structure that was nearby. From the other side of the comm, you'll hear a more proper and and perhaps text to speech voice. Why didn't why were we informed that such a base was nearby? We could have given them support. And no doubt, the blame of lack of security will fall on my shoulders. There'll be a momentary pause. Well, sir, as I understand it from these reports, it doesn't look like it was an animal attack. There was actual structural damage. There'll be a bit of a shock from this outcome. Structural damage. Are you saying that we have insurgents around the city?
No, of course not. Please ignore my backstory to the contrary.
Yes.
Insurgents?
Yes,
What are insurgents?
well, I certainly was hoping this wouldn't be the case. Very well. Dispatch some of the security to get more up to date information on the intelligence site, and let them know that we'll be available in any capacity to assist them. Manpower, extra patrols, things of that nature. and to allay any fears that coal could be the source of it. After all, it could be jungle dwellers for all we actually know. Please inform the populace that I will be forced to take away their Mondays. Before the person on this side of the combat sensors on. Yes, I know the citizenry will be a little miffed. But perhaps this will teach them to not do such things if it is in fact anyone in the city. If need be, I'll take away more and enhance security. I should probably enhance security anyway. Talos has an overabundance of security. Request a few extra soldiers from them. Actually, as a matter of fact, no, I should speak to Governor Khan myself. Here they've been having some security issues themselves. But that's them, and certainly not this city, now is it? Gonna make me a perception roll, please. Eric.
On it.
If anything that enhances hearing, that does apply.
I don't think so. I have sharp senses. And it just says it has a +1 to all search attempts, so I would assume, sorta.
Yeah, I'll add the D. Add the D for this. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. It will sound like someone is talking to the governor on his side of the on his side of the comm. But you aren't quite able to make out what it was, aside from it being possibly a short comment. Yes. Understood. Starfell, while we're waiting for any possible assistance from Talos or diverted manpower, but by intelligence, let's arrange for a new person in the city. See if we can do some spying of our own. With that, you will notice a trooper turn the corner as a part of their patrol, along with something something else. You hear a subtle noise from the opposite end of the hallway as the trooper is passing you. You will actually hear, since they're practically right next to you without noticing you. You'll hear the muffle of a comlink crackle in their helmet. They will stop and start to turn towards you. What
Get
would
out
you
of the way.
like- Okay.
In a preferably sneaky fashion.
Okay. Make me another stealth check to skedaddle.
I assume I don't get the bonus from Coral. That plus 2d6 plus 2 in here.
No, because you're in the building, yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Is that the 1d6 plus 5d? Sure.
Whoops. Disregard that. I didn't finish modifying it. Good thing, too.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go well either way. I'm expecting to run through the sewers now. Okay. Okay, game.
Okay. So were you trying to sneak further into the building or towards the sewers?
How much of the building have I mapped at this point?
Um, you've mapped, say, 15%.
Including the grounds?
Actually, I wasn't including the grounds. I was just including the building.
And then what about the grounds? Do I just have the grounds because of being the outside area? It wouldn't be hard to look at it.
Yeah, the outside area wouldn't be that hard to look at.
So the grounds and 15% of the building. How long has it been in terms of daytime?
Considering you're trying to be really stealthy and pay attention to patrol patterns, I'd say you've been here for 2.5 hours.
I'll try to get to 20% surveyed. So I'll go a little bit further in.
Okay.
And I assume the room that I was just next to and heard this conversation is the communications room.
It is the...
Like, is there a nice, lovely plaque next to the door?
Oh, yeah. There are, in fact, signs for places. That was Colonel Starfell's office.
Okay. So yeah, I'd go like another 5% of the building done, and then get out.
Okay, with that roll... Yeah, you'd be able to get that extra 5%. Which will inform you that there in fact is an on-ground barracks.
For how many people? I'd have to assume there would be.
You at your looking at the barracks, it looks like 30.
Oh dear lord, that's a lot of people. I'm not touching the mansion anytime soon.
It's not that many people.
I mean, I struggled against 5 people, and you just show up and shoot them all. That's a lot of people for me. I'm not a Mando yet.
I'll make a Mando out of you.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go the way I came,
Okay.
and as quiet as possible.
Okay, let's see if anyone...
Do I get to make a new roll?
You do get to make a new roll as to see if anyone notices you getting into the,
And I am taking my time, so I get an extra bow die, right?
Sure, if you're taking your time, yeah. Yeah. And...
Damn.
And you get another search roll, since I presume you're being aware.
Yes, I am. 1d6. Does it fall under normal search, or can I use tracking to find this thing?
No, you can't use tracking to find this thing because of where it is.
Alrighty. 8.
Make sure they are aware of that. Okay.
At least I'm consistent.
Okay, any ones? Nope, no ones. Okay. Upside, you aren't. You're seemingly not detected by anyone as you vacate. Downside, whatever this extra thing is, you weren't able to find it.
Did I happen to find another sewer entrance on the grounds?
No, there only appears to be one.
Okay. I'll proceed to close and unlock it like a normal as if it was never touched.
Okay.
And make my way out of there to... Would you want me to go to Afro, or would you like me to sit at the intelligence site?
Triss has gone away for the moment.
I have a feeling the government security did actually see me. But they have not found me.
Hoorah!
Maybe. Actually, let me rephrase that. They may have found me, but they did not care that they found me. Which would be even weirder. So,
Okay.
at the end of the day, I would actually share this information that I overheard, which was men from Talos are being requested to go and reinforce the intelligence site that we found out in the jungle. If I recall correctly.
If that's what you remember.
Either way, there's men that's going to the Intelligence Bureau site that we found.
So they're reinforcing that?
Yep. And it's either coming from Talos or some other location. So how am I going to get 3,000 kilometers away to Afro?
Well, we have a shit ton of money. We can get you a speeder bike, or we can steal one.
You do not want me to operate
Well, you only have to roll if
vehicles.
you're in combat.
Oh, I thought you had to just roll in general.
Sometimes you do it. Well, you're in a jungle, so yeah. If he's going off road, he would have to roll.
I have to do everything. Okay.
You just have to train me and everything.
Yeah, I have to train everyone and everything.
You are the Mando.
Alright, fine. I guess you watch the black site and I'll go watch the airbase since I can actually get out there.
I mean, I can get out there, but because it's like what 2 weeks before it shows up.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to report back.
That's not true. You can give me an encrypted comm link. Actually, that might not be a good idea either.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Actually, no. I'm not wanted. So, I assume there's a road going from the airbase to Kohol.
Where are you guys having this conversation?
I'd probably meet him in his camp to get his updated information, and so I can coordinate with him for observing these 2 sites.
Okay.
Out in the jungle. The mighty jungle.
Ah!
I have a legit 1D and mechanical, which I assume is what is the...
Yeah.
Now, he would get maneuvering bonus. He would.
I can't help it. It's what
No.
it's my character's background.
It's not you. I'm having more RTFM moments with Brian.
Elaborate. I gotta hear this.
It's like, I need help building a limit break. You remember the document I sent you? Yeah, it's based on Besem. Yeah, I haven't played Besem in ages. It's like the document tells you. I told you how many points you need. It tells you how much things cost. What do you need?
Oh dear. Brian, you cracked me
Missing
up.
something. Yes, you are missing something. You're missing all the somethings. But it is okay. We are here to help you.
That is amazing, Brian. Like that is really amazing.
Okay, so you're having this near his campsite. His campsite. Have you moved your campsite recently?
I would move it every single day.
Okay. Because it is something you can control to move where it goes.
I'd actually have my campsite at the tree campus where we have the very lovely stolen gigantic shuttle.
Okay. Since you're at the tree campus, are you actually in the campus itself, or are you on the ground level?
I'm going to be on the ground. I have no reason to climb up there.
But
Fuck climbing. I don't feel like having more will checks.
okay, Keel.
I won't climb unless I have to.
Make me, okay. No!
And if I have to, it's actually strategically sound.
I bet you the Mando would.
Well, yeah, but I have climbing enhancements.
That is true.
He has climbing enhancements and a jetpack.
Shh. We don't talk about the jetpack.
Japan.
The jetpack he launches rockets out of.
Actually, I haven't used the rockets in the jetpack yet.
The rockets have you been using?
The wrist rockets.
Holy shit, those things are powerful.
Well, it's an anti. The one I used to take out the tie was an anti-vehicle rocket. So.
Oh. Okay, that makes more sense.
Makes all the sense.
It's meant to blow up speeders, which means the damage reduction it takes for shooting at starfighters is less.
Yeah. And plus, I accidentally gave him a hit bonus when I mentioned when I'm going cross scale. I wouldn't do that due to the skill system we're using. So.
But then Rebels did it. Blew up a tie with a rocket, so I was it was no longer as impressive.
He felt redeemed. Okay. Okay. So on ground level talking. Okay. Yeah, you guys can continue talking if you'd like.
Okay. So you observe the black site, which it sounded like you already were doing.
No, I was at the government mission.
Okay.
Provide 20% of the map in the grounds and marking all the security stuff I found.
Yeah, according to his map, it looks like there are mines or something on the ground that the patrol was intentionally avoiding. For what it's worth, Dimitri, you couldn't, you did not visibly see anything on the ground that they were avoiding. Like, there wasn't, like, a light or anything that they were avoiding. They were just avoiding certain parts of the ground.
Oh yeah, I wasn't saying I know what it is. I just know that they're avoiding areas.
Yeah,
Avoiding areas means either tripwires or IEDs or mines or something that they don't want to touch.
Okay, so I'd like you to go back to and observe the black site to see if the shuttle's going there, unless what you were told says the shuttle's going there, and I'll go check out the airbase and see if they're preparing there.
What I overheard didn't mention the shuttle at all.
Okay.
But assuming that they're trying to reinforce the area, it might still go there.
Well, see if you can overhear anything of use, I guess. Or maybe sneak in and find some documentation. That would help.
I don't feel so lucky going back in there.
Into the black site?
No, into the mansion. I thought you
I
were
was talking about the black site.
I guess I could try sneaking into the black site. If they haven't repaired it yet. Make it rather easy. There's giant holes in the wall and ceiling.
I know you can't do anything technical, but you could try sneaking around, see if you overhear something of note, and I guess I'll check out the airbase and see if they're prepping for anything, since I can scan comms.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Though, if they're if they're rebuilding the black site, that would be the obvious place for them to be going.
Yeah, that would be too obvious, though, for a secret facility like that that's been compromised.
Yep. I will ride out to the airbase. I will take some pilot armor with me, so I can, put it over my Mando armor magically somehow and pretend to be a pilot to improve my odds of hearing something.
I'll become one of the bushes.
Ooh.
I will become a bush Wookiee.
Huh?
Guess that would be a communications check. Craft the comm channels, communications, and the pudding pops.
Yep. As you guys are heading out, dispatching yourselves, can I get a perception check, please? Hearing based.
And I get my bonus for my sharp senses? Yes?
Yes.
Actually, I have a question. Would I be able to use search because I'm search based off hearing?
This is something you'd be incidentally hearing unless you were like you guys were having a conversation in a relatively safe zone. Were you like being extra alert?
Realistically, not really.
Okay.
I'd be alert enough to be aware of possible animals coming into the area, so that would be the most that I'd be aware of.
Okay.
So, kind of more than just a incidental, but not really like full blown like.
Right. Right. Gotcha. In which case, with your sharp senses, you will hear in the distance. So actually, with that kind of hearing, you're guessing somewhere, assuming somewhere in the 200-meter range away. Hear what sounds. Hear what it sounds like uh, feminine scream. It's a little faint to even your ears when compared to the standard ambient noise of a living, jungle. But it sounds
I
like
will
it's
react to it
coming from the
almost like a.
west.
I would actually react to it like a dog. My ears would perk up and I would look in that direction.
Awesome.
Trouble?
I heard a scream, and it
And
sounded
we're
like a
off.
woman's.
Lead on.
You have a jetpack, so I'm just gonna go at a full sprint. Yeah, 200. Actually, how big is one tile? It's like 1 meter, right?
On this map?
Not on this map. I'm talking about like the actual personal scale.
Personal scale, yeah, it's a meter.
Yeah. Occasionally that'll change, but by default it's a meter.
And what is running 2 times or 4 times?
You choose between 2, 3, and 4 times, and depending on how fast you want to go, affects the difficulty.
What kind of roll would be the difficulty for that?
You'd make a running check, which is under dexterity.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would go at 3 times. I guess I need to make that dexterity check.
Okay. Okay, 12, 19 jetpack. How did it remind you were in a jungle?
That's why I rolled.
Okay.
Goes jetpack.
You guys will zoom off.
Going 33 meters every 6 seconds? Or something like that?
Yep.
And you're going, what, 500?
Yep. I didn't roll the speed boost. I just rolled the fly. That's. I could speed boost, but I chose not to because, well, trees.
That and apparently you're also following me. So you're going my speed?
You gave me a direction, so I'm just kind of rocketing off in